Real estate syndications are one of the most attractive alternative investments available to passive investors today. Why? And how do you go about getting started? Find out in today's video. Let's do this. Well, hi, I'm Michael Blank. I teach people how to become financially free with real estate by investing in apartment buildings. We post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. So maybe you've been hearing about the awesome benefits of real estate syndications and that they offer to investors, and you're interested in adding one to your own portfolio, but you're a little unclear of how it all works. Well, today I'm going to share with you the basics of real estate syndication, how it works, who's involved, who can invest, and how to get started. Okay, before we dive into the who, what, when, and how of real estate syndications, let's start with the why. Okay, so here's the why. The why for me and many other people is that it allows you to build up passive income to achieve financial freedom. And getting financial freedom with the stock market is very difficult to do. As you know, there's different things. You have to have a certain net worth, usually in the millions, and you live off 4% of the principal, so you don't run out of money in retirement. And with real estate syndications, you don't need to do any of that because you have tax advantages. You not only are building wealth, but you have to have cash flow, which you can live off. You don't actually have to get into your principal at all. So why invest in real estate syndications? It's really to achieve financial freedom, so you can control your time, so you have options. And it's really due to 5 main benefits that you don't get with alternative investments such as stock markets specifically. For example, number 1, below average risk. The way multifamily performs in a recession is exceedingly better than the stock market and even other asset classes. Number 2, the returns are actually above average. Number 3, you get passive income. We talked about that. So you get in covering expenses so you can quit your job or your law firm or your medical practice, whatever you're trying to do. Number 4, you do get extraordinary tax benefits that allow you to defer paying taxes potentially forever. And number 5, it is an unbelievably good inflation hedge along with gold. Now, these are amazing benefits that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else in any other investment vehicle in that combination. So how do you get started? Like anything, it's not always what you know, but who you know. So if you're looking to invest in real estate syndications, you have to know kind of what kind of investor you are. So there's the accredited investor and there's the non-accredited investor. So if you're an accredited investor, you have $200,000 per more in annual income or $300,000 of filing joint, or you have $1 million in assets outside your primary residence. So if that's you, then you're an accredited investor. If not, well, you're not an accredited investor, you're not an accredited investor. As an accredited investor, there are certain investments that only you can invest in. If you're non-accredited investors, you're going to be limited in some ways, but you can get around some of those things by becoming what's called a sophisticated investor, meaning educate yourself around these different asset classes. So you can say, look, I'm not an accredited investor, but I'm a sophisticated investor. I've done classes, I've invested in real estate, maybe in single family houses. I've done these things outside the stock market. And so there's some extra things you might have to do. So you have to know which one of these you are so you know for which investment vehicle you're best suited for. All right, now let's talk about who's involved in a real estate syndication. You have, in general, the general partners and the limited partners. General partners are the people who are the operators, the sponsors, the active investors. These are people who are finding a deal, financing a deal, raising the capital, managing a deal. So those are the general partners, and then there's the limited partners, which is you, the passive investors. Limited partners, again, have very little control sometimes, and the general partners make the day-to-day decisions, but also at the same time, the general partner carries full legal responsibility. So if there's a lawsuit of any sort, the general partners have to deal with that. The limited partners are shielded by law. Their loss can only be whatever they invest, but no more. So those are 2 different roles in real estate syndication. Now, for real estate syndication, there are different kind of asset classes you might consider. There's things like self-storage, mobile home parks, retail, office buildings, light industrial, and of course, my favorite, multifamily apartment buildings. And the reason I love this so much is because of the way it performs during recessions and down cycles. Every asset class performs great in an up market, but in the down market, you can definitely clearly see a difference in a lot of these things. For example, retail and office during a recession, awful. I do like self-storage and mobile home parks. I like the way they perform during a recession. It's just not my kind of style. But I do like those asset classes for the same exact reason. So if you want to get started in real estate syndications on your path to financial freedom, there's 2 things you should do now. Number 1, continue educating yourself. It's the best thing you can do to make smart moves with your money. I have a resource center that you should check out. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's called Get Started with Passive Investing. Number 2 is to start networking and create relationships with potential deal sponsors. In fact, if you want to set up a call with our company, our investment firm is Nighthawk Equity. Head on over to the website at nighthawkequity.com, click the join button. You'll fill out a short form, and you'll be able to have a call with us, and we can share with you some of our upcoming exciting opportunities with you. Now that you know the basics of investing in real estate syndications, what are the pros and cons? Make sure you watch the pros and cons of investing in real estate next. I'm Michael Blank. Catch you next time. Hey, and before you go, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because we're putting stuff out every single week. Also, check out this special report just for you. It's what's the best investment, the stock market or real estate. It's going to blow your mind. And here's another video for you to check out.